chat? Oh man, does it feel good to be home? Mr. Yeet. I wish I could turn off the fucking translator on this one. I don't know why I can't. Undo all that. A A triple S, Yeet. That's what I tell my dad all the time. Every time my dad asks me what's up, I tell him A triple S. Do you know what A triple S mean? Chilling, Mr. Yeet. Eh? I can't wait until this shit goes away. This shit's pissing me off. Anyways, A triple S stands for ain't shit, same shit. I actually stole that from one of my back in the day homies, and I stole it from him back in the day. You asked, buddy, what's good? Ain't gonna tell you. Ain't, ain't shit, same shit. All day, every day, even on Sunday. Bars? What you talking about? E? Let's use more than one word at a time. Come on, Yeet. Pause. Fill me in. Now I want to know what the hell you talking about, sir. What you said. Nah, I said ain't shit, same shit. Oh, it sounds like a now you put a question mark. That's why I was confused. I know what bars means, but you put a question mark after it, like you was asking me. So I'm like, that's why I got confused. All right, all right. And it's funny because I got a homeboy that raps that calls himself Bars, but I know him by his name before that. So I don't call him that shit, but other people do. And the way I was just saying how I stole that shit from one of my homies, and you said Bars. I was like, wait, what? My day has been a little bit too eventful with all this rain, and his was really fucked up, really fucked up. So remember, it was raining all day. I mean, I'm sorry, it was raining on my way to work this morning, right? And then all day it was sunny, and then it rained on my way home from work. And now, as you can see, uh, well, you can't really see because I got the green screen on, but you see all this sunlight on my face? That's not artificial light, people. That's from the sun. So now, every minute that I spent on that bike today, it's been raining. And damn near every minute that I spent off that bike today, it was not raining. Go figure. Yo, not for nothing, that green screen ish is weird though. I don't what Florida sun showers. Bro, I call them shits thunderstorms. But nah, it wasn't like that today. When the sun was out, there was no rain. And yo, runner man, we gotta link up one of these days, man. For real, for real. Like we gotta go hit a fucking Cafe 27 or some shit. It got cold. What's the temperature today, Yeet? Yeah, runner. I call them shit thunderstorms. Hey, runner, check this out. On this channel, I only got like 3 mods because I really need the watch time hours, and mods don't count for watch time hours. But if I haven't already, remind me the next time I see you on the other channel, on the bike channel, remind me to make you a mod, bro. Barely past 60, 50. You know what? That's the funny thing about temperature, right? Is that when it was the dead of winter, bro, and you had them really cold days, I guarantee that if you would have had a 50-degree day, you would have been so happy. But once you got a taste of some warm days, and then it slides back down to 50 again, ooh. Like I used to tell people all the time, right? A 50-degree day in fucking in February or March when I was in New York, February, March, 50-degree day. Um, People was out there with their fucking shorts, tank tops and shit, chilling. But give a 50-degree day in August and September, and fuck, man, it's cold. So it all depends on what season you're in, what your body got used to. Pause. I didn't know that moderator not counted as part of your watch out. That's what somebody told me. I really don't know. You know what I mean? But now I'm nervous because you know what's funny, right? Obviously, I'm not gonna abandon ship on you guys once I get where I need to be. Because I didn't do it on the last channel. But the reason and this channel now I know about live streaming. So I'm starting off strong with it. Now on my last channel, bro, I had 10,000 subs. 10,000 subs and I still wasn't fucking monetized because I didn't have the watch time hours. All of my subs came from shorts, really. Watch time hours don't count at all from shorts. Shorts, if you want to get monetized that way, you need to get like 10 million views in a 90-day period. You might be, who knows? But either way, regardless, like I need at least one or two mods because you know what I mean. Like people could say some wild shit in the fucking chat and end up getting my fucking channel taken away. So you know what I mean. Believe me, you're contributing more than you think. You know, I'm trusting you to stop my channel from getting snatched from me. But anyway, then my homeboy put me on to live streaming. Told me I get my watch hours there. I had 1,800 when he put me on. I needed 4,000. Bro, they came like that. Pause. So now, plan was get my watch hours and then stop going live because I didn't know nothing about live. And then I end up like making a whole family on this shit. Like, I got to know people. Like, now I look forward to hearing from you guys and you individually. And you look forward to hearing from me. And there's people that sit around and wait for my stream and all that shit and comment if I don't go live and ask me when I'm going live and all that shit and blah 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 blah. Blah. So what's it called? Yeah, so once I realized all of that, I wasn't about to stop going live. I'm like, how fucked up would that be? I'm sitting there thinking, like, not even realizing that, like, there's real people that I'm gonna make a connection with, and I was just using the live stream itself, to get my hours, and then, I built a bond with these people, and I'm like, shit, man. And now, as you can see, I've been monetized for almost a year now. In May, it'll be a year, and I still go live twice a day. Even these motherfuckers piss me off, man. I was married, right? I'm still legally married. Separated from my wife, going through a divorce or whatever. So these people ended up like while I was with my wife, she's in Colombia, right? I was um I was in Colombia with my wife, and these people were like being wild disrespectful towards my wife. I don't even want to get into it, but like I got really angered by the whole fucking thing, and I stopped going live altogether. And I still ended up coming back. I was like, man, I can't. Let's see, you have to leave your lives public for the watch hours to count. If you put on private, obviously no one can see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now my lives are on public. For some reason though, they're on public now, but then what's it called? After they post, they get set to private, which is fucking weird. So thanks for reminding me. I gotta go and make those all public so this way, if people want to watch them after the fact, they can watch them after the fact. But whatever watch time hours I get during the actual stream, that all counts regardless. And if you have your live public, then for some reason you put it to private, you end up losing. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right, but then it comes back when you make them public again. Thank you for fucking reminding me. I totally forgot about that shit. So yeah, and I don't know why it automatically makes my lives private after they post. Like I don't have nothing to do with that shit. It's just automatic. That's so weird. James Connor R7, welcome back, sir. How's your back, dude? Run a 5K, and forgive me if I asked you this already, man. I don't know, for some reason, my memory's not that great. Never could figure out why. But do you have content on your channel, bro? Feel like crap. You're not taking anything for that shit though, right? You didn't take no Percocets or nothing, right? Good, 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 good. If they offer you naproxen, which is Aleve, that will actually get rid of some of the inflammation. But anything else, I would not take that shit. They try to give me Percocets. If anybody that doesn't know, James Conner just broke his back the same way I broke mine. Pause. And I'm just giving him a little bit of like what I learned in my situation. Because obviously I for shit sure don't ever want to experience that again. Hell no. But at the same time, I don't want to waste the knowledge and experience that came from it. James, what do you mean you can't sit down though? Specifically, like what is it? You can't stay in a seated position, or you can't get yourself into the seated position, or like what exactly is the issue with that? Because I was able to sit, stand, lay down, do everything that I needed to do from day one. It was just it was difficult. There was little methods that I had to employ, but it was doable. So I'm only asking because maybe I could help you brainstorm through this. By the way, peoples, breaking your back, pause. Pause exempt for the rest of this, at least for the rest of this live, breaking your back. Um that shit is not comfortable. Not comfortable at all. And worse than even the initial pain or any of the really the pain is the toll that it takes on your quality of life. Like while your back is broken, pain starts to fade, you're constantly reminded that your back is broken because there's certain things that you can't do because you don't have use of the muscles. In order for you to heal, obviously, you can't be using any muscles that are associated with that broken bone. So, like, let me tell you, the worst. The worst was getting up and down off of the toilet. And remember, I'm not tall, but I'm medium height. And toilets are not made for people that are medium height. Toilets are made for short people. I don't understand why. You got three size people. You got short people. You got medium height people, and you got tall people. Why make the toilets for the short people? Why not make them for the medium height people? If anything, it'd be a little bit too tall for the short people and just a little too short for the tall people. But nobody's really that like if I as a medium height person have trouble on the fucking have trouble on the toilet, getting up and down off of it. What's a tall person supposed to do? What happens if Shaq or like Yao Ming needs to take a shit with a broken back? Then what? I mean, they have enough money to buy themselves a grown up sized toilet, but what if it was if one of them was poor? Also, I gotta tell you on Instagram, I didn't realize how many students were Christian believers. Oh yeah, a lot of people on Instagram are believers. They spread the gospel on Instagram. On Easter, I saw more posts about Christ. Yeah, facts. Run a 5K. Moderators do count as your watch hours. Word? Okay, okay. Now I was just asking because somebody when people in the chat want to fucks with you like that, you know what I mean? If you got content, I want to check that shit out because I just naturally assume that if you're posting anything, it would probably be the type of shit that I'm interested in. So that's one reason I asked. James Brown said, I just remember hitting the car and went black. See, I was lucky. God was with me that day, right? Not that he wasn't with you, obviously you still here. But he let me get off easy, right? So not only I was conscious the whole time, but I didn't even know that my back was broken. Like I got to the hospital and I thought maybe my tailbone might have been chipped or something, right? So I'm telling the nurse, hey, we're walking now to the X-ray machine to get my X-rays anyway. I'm telling the nurse, I'm like, hey, it feels like my tailbone might be broken, but I'm like, but it's off to the side though. If my tailbone was broken, it'd be right it'd be right in the middle, right? And I'm hoping she's gonna tell me, nah, you're good, you're good. I don't want that shit broken. So now she just laughed at me like I was stupid or something, and she was like, nah. Anything was broken, you wouldn't be walking right now. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, with all due respect, I don't believe that because they told me the same shit about every bone. So when I broke my foot, right, people were telling me, nah, you wouldn't be able to walk if it was broken, so you must be good. Well, all right, cool. I just kept going to work every day. Like 4 months down the line, that shit still hurt because of the way I was walking. Right? Pause. So now I decided to go to the hospital, get it checked out. They're like, oh, well, you broke it in 3 places, but there's nothing we can do about it now. It's already healed and shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, cool. So now I told them, I'm like, yeah, I don't believe that anymore. They told me the same shit. That's why I didn't get my foot checked out. So now it turned out to be L2. And what's it called? Needless to say, I didn't see that nurse again for the rest of the time I was in the hospital or whatever, right? But throughout all that hurt bad enough that I didn't really notice there was anything wrong with my knee. So I didn't really say nothing about my knee. And then like a couple of days later, I'm like, oh shit, why is my knee just straight pins and needles? But it is what it is. Um, I got paid as much as I was gonna get paid out of that accident anyway. I maxed out her insurance. So what's it called? Um, 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 yeah, but throughout all of that shit, man, like the first thing that happened when I hit the ground, well, when I stopped rolling and shit. Well, here's how it happened. The lady cut across 3 lanes of traffic. She hit my knee with her fender, and my knee put it, right into my gas tank, dented the gas tank with my knee, right? And then I fell off the bike. I did some tumbling and shit. And my head hit the ground first, but I was wearing a helmet. So I did a little tumbling. And now in Florida, in the middle of the roads, they have dividers that are a curb, like a sidewalk in the middle of the street, dividing you know, each direction of traffic from each other. And they only go away at the intersections. So I hit that with my spine. And I had some road rash and all that shit too, because obviously, I'm riding around in the t-shirt. Now I have my airbag vest. So, but back then I didn't have any fuck. I had an Icon striker vest that probably would have stopped me from breaking my back, but that was at home. I didn't bother wearing it. So after that, I always threw on my vest, always. And whenever I went out without it, I always felt naked without that shit. Um, then what was it called? Once I got my airbag vest though, it's chilling now because now the airbag vest is a lot more comfortable than the Icon vest. And the airbag vest offers a lot more protection than the Icon vest. So it's just a complete double win. One of 5K said I was in a car accident where I died and was revived. Holy shit. On the way to the hospital, crushed my V12 vertebrae to dust. Holy shit. Ended up with a bad fusion. I got 5 bolts holding my pelvis together. Wow. Oh, that is crazy, dude. Holy shit. Please tell me the accident was somebody else's fault, bro. Because it's like there is no amount of money that will make going through that experience worth it. But at the same time, if you ended up getting stuck with the bills too, fuck, yo, man, I am so glad you fucking walking again, though, man. Like that is wow, wow, yo, man. Just the sound of that shit. Yo, why do doctors do that shit to people though? Like, why the fuck would I swear I wonder if that doctor just like knew, like, like if they're just good at reading people, and it's like he could tell that you the type of person that wasn't gonna take no for an answer. So the motherfucker told you that you'll never walk again, just so you would fight hard to recover. I mean, I feel like that's illegal, but at the same time, like, how could you prove that he didn't really think that he wasn't gonna walk no more? But I be wondering that shit sometimes about doctors because they tell that shit to a nice amount of people that end up proving them wrong. So I wonder if that's part of it. I wonder if they're like, you know what? Tell him he can't. Oh man, this guy's gonna have the speediest recovery ever. Yo, you don't think that's a pause, bro? You don't think that's just a little wow right there? Hey, you up and at it again? That's crazy, dude. Yo, run a 5K. You gonna let him just throw a pass at you like that? That's not kind of sus right there. Like, I don't know. I'd be taking offense if I was you. I'd be ready to report you. Think of think about that though. Well, reporting you? That's what I'm saying. Hey, you up and at it again. It's crazy. For 6 months, he's like, you stuck sitting. Holy shit, that's crazy. Yeah, now facts though. Absolutely. I'm just saying, you ain't got to say it all crazy. Yo, right now, I'm looking at something that I just wish there was a camera that can capture what the fuck I'm looking at right now. It's crazy how no matter how clear the camera is for us, like it can't catch what the human eye can see. Well, at least that's for me. I don't know how it is for people that have like vision problems, even with their glasses. I don't know, but the detail in the clouds that I'm looking at right now, how some of them are closer than others, the sun in the backdrop, and sun is in front of some of the clouds and behind some of the clouds, like that and the clouds are very defined. There's like they're crisp, like the edges are crisp. Looks like they just got a lineup. So it's like it doesn't even make sense to show it to you, because it's not gonna come up the same on the screen. But that shit looks really cool. Florida sunsets. Well, to really enjoy a Florida sunset, you gotta be on the West Coast, man, on the Gulf side. But still nice though. Oh man, and it's crazy. Just like that, half of the detail faded. Like right now, I'm seeing absolute. There's no breeze at all. No breeze whatsoever. And I still see the wispier clouds. They're moving. Like I can see them like slightly moving through the sky, and then the bigger, thicker ones in the background. You can't see them moving, but they clearly are because the shape keeps changing. Hey, I'm quit describing you something you can't see, right? Where you at, Ronnie? You still there? I got more questions. I'm wondering. I always been wondering about your screen name, Runner 5K. Is that like like the mini marathons and shit. I don't know 5K is a specific run. Like they do those. That's the thing. Is that what yours stands for? Like, let me find out like you're an actual like 5K runner, marathon runner. Because yo, that's another thing that pisses me off about myself, right? I know people who are disabled that legit do more than I do. And I'm like, the fuck? Like my homeboy, I want to get him on the show. This is my big homie, right? Um, he what's it called? Before I ever even met him, I was young when I met him. He was already grown and shit. And, um, Buddy had got shot by a stray, I believe, pushing his daughter in the swing set at a park, right? And he ended up paralyzed from the chest down. Like I said, I want to get him on the show. So if I got any of that wrong, he'll correct it. This was a long time ago. Uh, and obviously I wasn't there. So now this dude gets himself in and out of his truck without any help from anybody. What up, Alyssa? This dude who moves his wheelchair up to the fucking driver's side, opens the door, backs up, gets into the doorway, right? Pushes himself off the fucking chair into the truck, right? And then leans over, folds the fucking chair up, right? And picks that shit up and stuffs it in the back seat. And last I seen him, buddy he owned two barbershops, right? And he was going back and forth between the two of them. You know what I mean? He had obviously people working at each one, but he was going back and forth, like, cutting hair at both of them and managing the daily operations and all that shit, like getting himself in and out of that fucking truck and in and out of that wheelchair. No help from nobody. Alyssa, I'm pretty sure I already said what up to you, but just in case that was only in my head, your folks hella hot. Pleasure to see you, young lady. Run a 5K. Turns out I had sleep apnea. I fell asleep driving, flipped my truck over 6 times, and had my body out the window. But what did the sleep apnea have to do with you falling asleep while you were driving? What, like you weren't getting enough a proper sleep throughout the night, and then like you were driving tired? Alyssa, you got anything new on your channel? I keep forgetting to check. Doctors do that because if they tell you that you're gonna walk in and you don't, you can sue them. I don't know. Yeah, I can see that. But I mean, you could also tell somebody that there's a small chance that they could possibly walk again, but it's not likely, something like that. So this way, you know, they don't just completely give up hope. Because there's people out there, you tell them they'll never walk again and they believe you, they're just gonna give up. You know what I mean? There's people out there that are off themselves, you know what I mean, because you told them that shit. So it's like in a situation where it's definitely obviously possible, I should at least tell them like it's not likely, but you know what I mean? Like if I was you, I would try. Yeah, you treading on thin ice, brother, man. That's not quite a t-shirt, but it's still kind of crazy. Poke, nice to see you here. Wow. Oh shit. Wow, with the pauses today. Yeah. Which reminds me, I'm gonna do a pause episode, right? So I've been watching shit on YouTube, and while I'm watching, I'm like, "Hey, yo, what the?" And now I started screen recording shit. So when somebody that I'm watching on YouTube says something sus, right? I screen record it, and once I got enough for a whole video of a yo, that's wild type shit, I am going to be so kind as to post it in there. I thought I was gonna. He waited 2 weeks for me to be stable enough for the operation. Damn, bro. Oh, and by the way, if anybody wants to enter any submissions to the to the pause video, I guess just email me the link and tell me the timestamp, and then boom, I'll review all submissions and possibly feature them in the on podcast pause edition. And I don't know if you guys remember or even know that it happened, but Joe Biden was giving a speech at one point, and he was reading that shit off of a teleprompter. And the teleprompter told him to pause before he said the next line. He read the word pause instead of just pausing. So everybody knew he was reading off the teleprompter. I, on the other hand, took that as an opportunity to screen record Joe Biden saying, pause. And I've actually used that for shorts, but they didn't do well. It was motorcycle related, so I, removed them from my channel. Ah, fuck, I wasn't supposed to rip the glue off of that shit. Damn it. Yeah, so I made a couple of shorts where somebody said something wild, and then it went to Biden. Pause. We have the best sunrises, though. Oh, hell yeah. That I got sidetracked and I forgot to mention that. So yeah, the sunsets over here, are better on the west side, but the sun rises. And lately, I've been up early enough to actually see them. But I got to get over to the beach. One day we're gonna have a sunrise on the beach stream. What state? No. I'm saying the west side of Florida, like Naples and shit. Naples, Tampa, the Gulf Coast. The only thing on the West Coast, Nah, I'm not gonna lie. You can't even say it like that. I was gonna say the only thing on the on the West Coast worth even mentioning is Pokes Hella Hot. But and maybe the Lakers. But what's it called? The unfortunately, California and the whole West Coast, Washington, Oregon, all of them, beautiful places, man. The scenery is amazing. Unfortunately, that's where they end up fucking making all the big cities. Type of people that create big fucking, you know, revolving door fucking prison, you know what I mean? Like tickets and all that shit. Just, people living on top of each other, pause, like, New York, Los Angeles, Miami even. Um, the places with the most beautiful scenery attract people that want to build these big ass fucking cities that suck. Absolutely suck. Too many people and everything goes wrong. It's like people, myself included, blame the left because their policies are fucking insane. But realistically, it might just be the big cities. That might be the problem. Now, big cities typically go left. But that might be a whole different correlation. So there might really be nothing wrong with. Nah, I can't sit here with a straight face and say there's nothing wrong with the left's policies. No, never mind. I know what they stand for. But yeah, I take that back. Dude, what's a pet peeve of yours? Hmm. Um, hmm. I got a lot. Don't think of a goat. Pet peeve of mine is when somebody waits to the absolute last minute to ask me for help with something that they really need help with, and like I'm obviously not gonna turn them down. So now I got to get up at that exact moment, no matter what I was doing, no matter what I was planning on doing, to now go help these fucking people. Something they could have asked me 3 days in advance, and I could have been prepared for it. But now they wait until like that moment to be like, "Oh, hey, can you help me with something?" Like my landlord will do that shit, right? He'll be having a party or something, and then he'll be setting up for walking past me and shit like that, like saying hi and all that, like not saying a word. And then at some point, like he'll come and ask me to move my bike or do something like that, but like exactly when it needs to be moved. Or like I think last time I was getting ready to go somewhere and my friend was picking me up. So when my friend picked me up in front of the house, you saw this nervous look on his face, like, whoa, where you going? I'm gonna need you to move your bike. Then why the fuck you didn't tell me that shit 6 hours ago when you saw me for the first time today? Like, if it's so on your mind that when you see me getting ready to leave, that you get nervous because I'm going and the bike hasn't been moved yet. Why the fuck you didn't give me a heads up? Right? There's like no negotiation, like immediate change, and you can't do shit about exactly. That shit is fucking annoying. If they would have come and tell me, hey, I'm having a party later. At some point, could you move your bike over to the side and put a yeah, yeah, sure, no problem. Now I can smoke, eat something, like relax a little bit, go live or whatever the fuck. And then when I happen to feel like, all right, let me move this shit, I go move it. Right. People that contradict themselves and they get defensive when I call them out on it. Be careful though, Alyssa, with that shit too, because I've been on both sides, pause, where it was just a misunderstanding. So I'm thinking somebody contradicted himself when he really didn't, because I misunderstood what he was saying one of the times. I've been there, and I've also had people misunderstand me and then think I was contradicting myself at a later time because they misunderstood what it was that I said to them. Now, don't gaslight yourself either. You know what I'm saying? If the person's full of shit, the person's full of shit. But just make sure you didn't misunderstand because now that person is gonna start getting upset, because you're calling them out on some shit that to them is not true. You get what I'm saying? Now, like it just becomes a revolving door, like cycle. What up, D Legend? Nah, nah, nah. Listen, trust me, I feel you 100%. 100%. But I'm just giving you, just my 2 cents from shit that I picked up along the way. Because look, being right, it doesn't always get you what you want. Unfortunately, that's how this world is. And in my life, I have pissed a lot of people off, cost myself a lot of money, a lot of stress, and a lot of time by being, too direct and too straightforward and, you know, um, giving my energy to too many people. You what's it called? Problem is not everybody deserves that. So realistically, Alyssa, the only people you should be calling out are people that you care about enough that you want to be able to respect them. And you're going to give them the opportunity to maintain the level of respect that you already got for them. Anybody else, fuck 'em. Just sit there knowing they're full of shit and let them think that they're getting away with something in your mind like this guy's a clown. That's the best way to get through life, man. Calling people out is not going to get them there. Oh, you got me. I didn't think you were going to notice that. Sorry. If they're enough of a coward to be fucking bullshitting to begin with, like what the fuck? What makes you think they're gonna all of a sudden grow a pair of balls now that they're being put on the spot about it? So it's like that's never gonna get you anywhere. Even though you're right, and even though it should get you somewhere, it's not going to. And this life is too short to be working against your best interests in the name of being honest with people that don't deserve your honesty. Don't did that. Yeah. Glad you can't just pause on. you, you got to quote what you pausing me on. Bro, we sing so much. Wait, bro, we sing so much. I think it also comes with experience. I'm at the point in my life where I don't bother talking to stupid people no more. I just smile at them and walk away. Think, not saying, yo, facts, man. Bro, the only reason that I talk to stupid people is because my chat gets entertainment out of it. Like, there's a troll in here. Yo, trolls come in here. Well, not in this channel, but in the other channel. The trolls come in there, boss, and they think they got something. Like they say, like, they sit there, I guess, plan it out, stay up late at night thinking the shit to say. And they come and they give it pause and they give it their best shot. And what- what's it called? It's probably a term. Green screen, but I'll leave it. Yeah, they try and then they get slapped down and then they feel stupid. And I could tell that they feel dumb and they're just upset and abused. And really, that's something I need to stop doing. That's something that I keep telling myself that I need to stop doing because it's not Christ-like, and that's not how I'm supposed to be behaving. In that. Is Poke, you still there? Pokey, Gumby and Pokey, Legend. I did. Oh, you say you feel less than 100%. Oh shit. Yeah, word. Pause. I didn't even know I said that. I read that you wrote that, and I didn't know where the fuck that came from. All right. Well played, Sir Legend. Well played. We'll uphold that part. But Alyssa, remember, I'm not your dad. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you how I look at it. Giving you my 2 cents. Uh, you deal with it how you want to deal with it. You have to live your life and learn your way. You're gonna make your own mistakes. You're gonna have your own regrets. You're gonna have things that you happy you stood on business for. And nobody can live your life for you because here's the thing: there is no right or wrong. It's only what matters more to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I had a job making like $10 million a year and I lost it because I fucking yelled at the wrong person, I would hate myself. But if I lost that job because I refused to suck my boss's dick, that's fine. You can keep that job. Shove it up your fucking ass. So everybody's line is in a different place. Those are the extremes, but everybody has a different line. So personally, that's how I would treat it. Like me personally, I gave up on fucking even giving my direct honesty to people that I don't give a shit about. But that's your choice to make. Yeah, yeah. She said, Alyssa said, I didn't even notice either. I was focused on the dude's point. Yeah, because here's the thing. Um, the legend. Yo, he don't give up, you know? If, if you don't notice it, and this is great for like when someone fucks up and ends up on a t-shirt. Just let him just sit there like, you know, hey, pause, 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 hey, pause, he'll fucking tag the timestamp, pause, all that kind of, yeah, yeah, yeah. Legend is a pause patrolman, third class detective. He is in the upper echelon of pause enforcement. What up, James Conner? He's always pausing now. Yeah, 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 yeah. He's a corrupt pause cop. You know, he doesn't respect the Constitution, and he goes after people looking for a crime when no crime is committed. He's like one of them stereotypers. He plants pause evidence. Y'all complaining like y'all the victims. Nah, I'm complaining on behalf of the victims. I'm just saying, man. If there's ever been, the legend is like the sheriff of Nottingham the sheriff of Pausingham. No, no, you don't get it twisted, gay. You just can't pause. You just can't pause potato chip. Well, I had to cancel my trip. Why? Yo, Alyssa, is dragging my name through the mud a pause? I feel like it is. My man said I'm like Robin Hood. Nah, hell no, bro. You are the enforcer. You like the Terminator of pause. Where was your trip to though? I can't tell, but I get you. I said, word, that's borderline right there. Yeah, you gotta chill, man. You're pushing it, man. Just you should be like the legend right now, pausing shit that don't even need to be paused just in case. I'm back. How am I supposed to get place to place? No, 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 no. But I didn't know where you were going, who you were going to see, how long, like in the future you were planning on taking this trip. Because remember, you'll be good 6 to 8 weeks. At least you should be. So if you plan the trip like 4, 5 weeks out, you should be at least good to get around by then. I wouldn't go renting a unicycle or nothing, but what did Legend say? What you mean T minus 1,000? T minus 1,000 is that a T 1,000? What you talking about, Willis? Spill the beans, Legend. Pause, of course. Well, you call me out on that too. Yeah, so the legend is like, you ever seen Denzel Washington in Training Day, right? Imagine if the only thing he was enforcing was pause. That's the legend. If legend was a pause parole officer, Everybody would max out. Legend will search your speech and look for any combination of words to make a pause for you. The T1000 one, boy. Oh shit, yeah, these are T1000 of pause. He invented PausNet. He is and he is the controller of PausNet. Ban him from pause. He is to the OB. Ban him from pause. He is to OB. I don't get it. Liquid metal or cyber drive. I'm surprised you didn't pause that. Oh yeah, so the pause chat up. Oh man, that shit is gonna be crazy. Please, people, you have bring your submissions to letunctellit.com. I'm putting together on the screenshots now. Oh yeah, that's right. I put some on my computer already. I was wondering. I'm like, wait a second. I thought I had more on my phone. Nope, yeah, on my computer I transferred. Alright. Yee, what do you want, bro? I don't get it. Your sweat at pausing. I don't know. I'm gonna screenshot that just in case. Yeah, that shit is wild. She said, "What do you what are you on, bro? I don't get it." And he said, "You sweat at pausing." So you're on her sweat, bro? That's crazy. Yeah, he's on your sweat, Alyssa. That's the type of shit he's on, your sweat. Oh shit. You're a sweat? What do you mean you're a sweat? What the fuck does that even mean, bro? Allergy girl, he's not a type. Oh shit. It looks like you are his type, Alyssa. He wants your sweat. Ain't no grammar police in here. It's pause police. Bro. You gonna spell it wrong, don't spell it sus. Oh man. Well, what the hell does that even mean? You're a sweat. Yeah, try hard at pause and not. That was just crazy. What do you want? You sweat. I can't breathe. My stomach hurts. Bro, he said I'm a try hard. That was one of the craziest pauses, man. Every damn street. Yo, yeah, how about a throwback? You lucky I lost the screenshot in my old phone. But he will let you where you at. I crave your stream. Like, yo, what the fuck? Oh, listen, tell me I crave your stream is not wild. That was for sure going on a t-shirt. Oh fuck. Yo, running 5K. I got them all saved up. Did I tell you? Have I told you about the absolute best one? The all time best one was Brittany. Brittany Whitty catching a 2 foot black beep. Like literally a censored logo. Like, what are you craving the stream for? You're not even thinking dirty enough, Alyssa. Different kind of stream. Oh shit. That was the ultimate pause. Oh shit, what you used to be doing? Like I said, you're not even looking at it as bad as me. No, no, that's pause for a whole different reason. Listen. Oh shit. Rage bait. What you mean rage bait? Ain't no rage bait, bro. I know how much he loves my evil laugh. No, he is rageful that you let yourself slip up like that word. Hey, there's a podcast called Let's Rap About It. And I never sat down and watched the whole episode, but I seen the pause clips. There was a rapper on there. They're all rappers, old rappers from when I was young. But one of them name is Mano. And Mano has a reputation. I don't know how true it is or not, but he got a reputation for being like really like a tough dude on the street. And they kept pausing him, and he was getting mad. And I heard he gave up on the show. Like he don't want to be on the show anymore because they keep pausing him. But while he was there was a channel called Pause Mano. And they legit just had all the Mano's pauses from that podcast. And one time, Jim Jones was telling Mano, yo, man, you gotta understand this pause shit is serious. Like, motherfuckers will pause you at a funeral, bro. They'll be in the middle of some dead serious shit. Motherfuckers will pause you at a funeral. Man was like, nah, you can't pause nobody at a funeral, right? And Fabulous was like, man, I'm definitely pausing you at the funeral. You shouldn't even be talking like that in front of the dead. Yo, that shit had me crying. And I can't even remember which pause it was, but Jim Jones was sounding like me, right? So they paused him or whatever. Emmanuel said like he was complaining about the pause, and Jim Jones was like, "Nah, bro, but that was crazy, bro. Like we we doing a podcast right now. We got a live audience, and you wailing right now because of a pause." Yo, let me get out, y'all jumping. How you gonna say that and not pause it though? Like, how you say something like that? You don't pause it. Yo, let me get up. Y'all jumping me in chat right now. Yeah. Jumping. I thought it said jumping on me. That's not so bad. Get your head up, square. Yo, she's squared up with the pause emoji. You notice that's a square, right? Nah, nah. I don't know. I think you're kind of reaching. No, no. Then again, upon further review, that is kind of crazy, yeah. Yeah, no hands. Yo, the more I think, yo, you're sick, Alyssa. The more I think about that shit. Oh man. Let's just say I had a coworker tell me how tired he was, and that the workload was so much. I was like, he continued to tell me how he was going to bed and shower. I was like, pause. Oh man, nah, the workload part was crazy, but the shower and the bed, nah, shit, that's pretty wrong. Yo, dude, I you up right now, bro. You don't know how bad I'm laughing. Oh shit. Let's see. I throw a challenge on the field. I'm like, nah, you can't challenge that one for the simple fact that like it's so crazy that if I describe that shit, like it'd be fucked up on me as a grown ass man saying those words in front of my It's like, yeah, that's how crazy it is. Jesus, leave this one alone, bro. Trust me. Oh fuck. Just absolutely insane, dude. Oh fuck. What time is it? Read. Pause. Yo, he's giving it away for free now. You see that, Alyssa? That's crazy. Free me is what. I put your hands on the bar. Think about it tomorrow. Cry. James Carter on 7. I bet you 25 cents you can't do a diamond push up. I could do probably like maybe 5 of them tops. Those are not easy. Yeah, 5, 6. You treat me in the cut. Yo, the pause game would do that to you, bro. That's why you better off, like, you better off being naive to it and getting called out there all the time. Because, like, think about it like this: the people that are gonna call you out there on pause are immature anyway, right? It's all jokes. But like, bro, if you end up with like a serious job opportunity, right? And then you're in like the interview, you already went through like 3 rounds of interviews, and the interviewer say something sus, bro. The look on your face is gonna give you away if you don't say nothing. And on top of that, now you're gonna be distracted for the rest of the interview thinking about the pause you didn't call. Trust me, dude, you're better off, man. Pull up the pause files. What you mean oh, I already moved them all over to a different the ones that I still have left, I moved them over to a different USB so because I was taking up space on my phone. So I got everything on deck. I got Alyssa's shirts are gonna be like $5 more than everybody else just because it's so hard to catch a pause. You you read what I said about my coworker pays? Your coworker pays for what? That's wild, actually. I don't think I want to know. Yeah, you didn't hear me read that whole shit? Senor Legend is legendary. I seen it. I seen it. You grab him, baby. Show it doesn't count. You're gonna proof. I feel like setting the camera up like that right now. I don't even know if I can set the camera up in a way that you'd be able to see that I was doing it. Pause. It's rare that I slip, so the shirt costs more. That's a big Hey, yo, that's big braid is crazy. Yo. I'm not gonna charge him that much. I'm gonna charge him like cash, $5 or so. Like brain for a shirt? Nah, nah, that's too much, man. I mean, if I was already with her, maybe. But nah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, if I was already with her and shit, then yeah, she want to give me some brain for the shirt, and we can work that out. But other than that, that's anybody that's willing to get brain for a $17 T-shirt is well, you don't want that. Oh shit! Hold on, let me just grab that screenshot just in case I was off right. So she slipped up, talking about how she don't slip up. You never heard about the dude that fucking pat himself on the back and broke his arm? I'm gonna have a pause logo on this thing. You're soft as a marshmallow, bro. What you on? Oh. Yo, you know what? That's what I should do. I gotta get hats with a pause on it, and I want to get shirts that say "Trans Tobacco is real tobacco," and then like on the back it'll have a whole paragraph with like the definition of trans tobacco and like how to pronounce it and all that shit. That's gonna be great. is drug tested at your job and you fail that shit, and you tell them, nah, I only smoke tobacco. It identifies as tobacco. It maybe not what's the definition again? It's tobacco that was not assigned tobacco at harvest, but identifies as tobacco and therefore is real tobacco. Trans tobacco. Nah, 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 nah. I don't want to get like too controversial with it like that. Cause you got trans fats and all that kind of stuff. So if I just keep it as trans tobacco, then right away it's not gonna just be so obvious. And then once they read the whole thing, trans tobacco is tobacco that was not assigned tobacco at harvest, but identifies as tobacco, therefore is real tobacco. Be right back. Take the time to work on your grammar, yeet. Orissa. Yo, legend. Bro, why did I not think of that? Why do I not already have a hat with the paws on it? That don't make sense. Absolute. I should have a paws logo right here. I don't know, legend. Well, thank you. Thank you so very kindly putting that idea out there for me. Because I absolutely need a pause logo on my hat. That might just yo, yo. So yo, check this out. I'm gonna have a one hat that's just a big pause logo, and then like a little one right here, and then what's it called? And then every other hat that I have, I'm gonna put the little pause logo right here. Like that's gonna be the logo for the brand. Is just pause. So every single hat, no matter what, like the ones that I said I have to say advanced, and the one that I'm gonna make get made up. This is excursion, and all of those. They're all gonna have the pause on it, like the MLB logo. Like no matter what team the hat is, no matter whose logo it is on the fucking hat, it all got the MLB logo somewhere on the back, on the side. That's how I'm gonna have the little pause logo. It might even be colored too. Like it might have like the MLB logo has like blue on one side, red on the other side. Like I might do that with a pause logo. That's gonna be crazy. Yeah. I think we're on to something, peoples. Oh, we should be business partners. No, let's not say we did. I'll tell you what, once I get everything all up and running, we'll work out some kind of deal where you can I'll sell you some licensing rights and you can make all the Unc Tell It merchandise you want and it'll be considered. Legend wants that pay cut. Pay cut is when you get paid less than you were before. Where the fuck is Poke Hella Hot, man? I wanted to ask her something. There she's gone. There she's gone. She got out of the stream. I have one question. Arisa. Arisa is back. Arisa is back, everybody. Everybody. Arisa is back. Okay. You talk to Arisa. Now you can talk to Arisa. Because Arisa is back. Now. Okay? Ye, I talking to you. And Alyssa, you better than that, Alyssa. You better than that. How you gonna shit on Yeek's grammar and all that, and you gonna come back talking about I'm Babka? The fuck is a Babka? Don't do that. Should have pause, points, pause, huh? What you talking about, Willis? What you say, Regine? What you say to me, Regine? Why you have the pause point? What you do with the pause point? You save up for pause protection, pause merch. You say the point. Now welcome, baby. Every time you pause point, word. Not for nothing, hell yeah. Oh, I got it. We'll have certain items that are not for sale. And the only way that you can purchase them is to save up your pause points. So you need like we'll give them a 1 point per dollar or whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? So now they gotta spend like let's say a hat is $27. They gotta buy 10 hats to get one free. But it's not just any one for free. The one that they get for free is the one that they can't be bought. So they have to go out and buy 10 hats if they really want that shit. And we'll make them the most fire ones. The wheels are turning. That one's borderline. I'm gonna let that one slide because I don't want you calling pause for no reason all the time. But yeah, that was you were getting close there. $1 annually. Pause rewards membership. I mean, the rewards membership would be like getting points when you buy your stuff. Like I wouldn't make them pay for that shit. I would give the membership for free. Just like all like the gas station, 7-Eleven, the Speedway, and all that shit. You get the Wawa, you get the free membership, and you earn points by buying stuff. Like it would be like that. But remember, we got the we do have the pause protection program available on the other channel, and that covers you on this channel as well. So for a mere 99 cents per month, all members enjoy complete pause protection and cannot end up on a t-shirt, nor even be called out on the chat. There will be no pause called on you. If you in fact are a member of the pause protection plan. How about a pause Pirelli hat? Oh, that was a low blow right there, man. Why you had to remind me about the Pirelli hat, legend? Why you had to remind me, man? Just got up and have no idea what cracked it, but it hurt, pause. I saw the pause right away. But see, that's the nice thing about using the pause emoji instead of just writing the word pause, is because when you use the pause emoji, it stands out and people can see it before they start reading. It's kind of like in Spanish when they got the upside down question mark in the front. So this way you know how to go into reading that sentence. So that was great that I when I saw you come out, the first thing I saw was the pause at the end. So I knew to be expecting a pause. And yo, I have no idea what cracked inside me, but it hurt. That's crazy. Oh man, because I run Pirelli tires on my pedal bike. Yeah, okay, but you remember my ex-wife stole my fucking Pirelli hat when I was in Colombia, and I really wanted that hat so bad they wouldn't even sell it to me. Like I had to buy tickets to go on the ride, even though I was too big to go on the ride. Pause. So I fucking paid for the fucking ticket and gave it to some dude. Pause. So he he can have fun with his kid, pause. And I took the fucking hat that you get as a free gift when you ride the ride. Who starts a combo like what? Hmm. Make another one for the Pirelli hat. Well, I don't have the fucking Pirelli hat. Like I told you, that shit is in Colombia. Colombia. Eso es en Colombia. I would like to replace it. That was a really nice hat. That was a muy nice hat. Dang, skeeters. Dang, skeeters is everywhere. All righty, people. It's getting kind of late. There's a local hat maker. They do hats for contracts in my area. Yeah, 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 no doubt. But I would, if I was gonna do the Pirelli hat, I would want to have the real Pirelli hat and just get them to add something on it for me. I wouldn't want them to make me a bootleg Pirelli hat. You know? Right. That's not how I roll, sir. You should know that. Anyways, my man said, starts breathing about the hat. Right. Well, Legend brought it up. Legend was talking about specifically talking about a Pirelli hat. And I'm like, why'd you have to do that? Wasn't I on live? No, I don't think so. When that would have been a cool live when I was trying to buy the fucking hat. And they were like, nah, you can't. It's, you get it when you ride the ride. And I was like, all right, well, I want to get in. He was like, nah, you too tall. and then my wife was too short, so we had to just fucking pay for some stranger to get on there. Pause. But you should go to Amazon or like the Pirelli website, bro. And they're like $50. Like I'm trying to find one that's like somewhat reasonably priced. It was either that or they were just impossible to find. Like I can't remember what it was, but I was like I was not able to get another one. I'm gonna keep looking though. When you buy your Pirelli bike tires, you get rubber wristband that say Pirelli black and silver. Yeah, that's fucked up because that's all I buy is Pirelli motorcycle tires. And they never gave me that shit. Dag nabbit Pirelli. You give the bicycle people wristbands, but you give the motorcycle people shaft. That is crazy. Crazy. I think I got two paws, legend. Oh man, pause. Whoa, pause, legend, pause. Wow, that's crazy. Nah, it's all good, legend. I'm just saying that's some bullshit that they do us like that. My fucking Pirelli tires for my bike, man, for both, for front and rear, pause. It's like forget about installation because installation don't have nothing to do with Pirelli. Just the tires themselves are like 500. So it's like you spend $500 on tires that are gonna last you 3,000 miles, maybe 5,000 miles, and they can't give you a fucking wristband. That's crazy. Yeah, word, B. That slippage was pause. That shit wasn't like out of bounds, dude. Talking about, I think I got two. You want one? It's like, first of all, you should know that you have both. If not, definitely go to the doctor and get checked out. One shouldn't be missing. That's not normal. And second of all, no, I'm good. Like, no, thank you. I'm good with the ones I was born with. I appreciate it. It just came in. Pause. Like she heard it, but she was busy doing something, and as soon as I get a chance, I'm gonna type the word pause all over this. Like the yellow lip strong wristband pause. Nah, dude, I know what you're talking about. I know what kind of wristband you're talking about. Matter of fact, I'm about to order like a bunch of those from China. And it's gonna be called the wristband, and it has the NFC in it. So now you could tap somebody's phone and it will give them your contact information or bring them to your website or to your social media or whatever. So we already have the Riz card. Matter of fact, I gotta put the Riz card on the fucking website. But the Riz card is going up on the website. It's already those I already have right now, ready to be sold. Um, and soon we're gonna have the wristband. Like I said, it's gonna be a wristband, like one of them's that Legends talking about. Um, and it's just gonna have NFC on it. And y'all just let me know what you want me to program onto it. I programs that onto it, send it over to you, and now that's it. Now you see a chick on her phone, not paying attention to where you walk up here, tap the back of her phone with your wrist. Boom, she got your number. So I am back, just pause. Oh shit. Alyssa, it's like coming home to a nagging wife, right? Oh shit. Spent all day slaving over a hot stove, and that's the thing she gets, Alyssa. That's crazy. You ain't gonna ask her how her day was? I'm trying to remember how we ended up prolonging all this. Nah, I'm not gonna put no pause logo on the wristband. I have a right to be mad at that. But why would you want to be? Who the fuck wants to be mad? Oh man. All right, peoples. I'm gonna go for reals this time. I gotta eat something. And I gotta take my ass to sleep, dude. I gotta work tomorrow. Man, I'm putting in some extra time tomorrow, which is cool, but it did rain all day today. Do want to take a shower, relax, and prepare myself for tomorrow. That's a crazy quote. Now, red light rolls around, t-shirt. Hey, yo, that one is wild crazy. Red light runners allowed. Yo. Oh shit. Yo, legend, that is crazy, dude. That belongs on a t-shirt, but you wrote on the t-shirt on the comment, so that's the only thing that saves it, but or saves you. But yeah, hell yeah, red light runners allowed would totally be on a t-shirt if that's what he said. Wow, that is crazy. Absolutely insane. I'm not gonna lie, I run red lights and I don't see nothing wrong with it. To me, it's just totally normal, you know. Um, Obviously I put on a raincoat. Man, I just thought it was just a normal thing, but I guess like a lot of people don't do that shit. But that's just me. Let's see, I have a shirt that said red, right? Red light running. Oh, you actually have a shirt. That's what you were saying. Um, I know what that means. Well, ain't that what you didn't you already know from jump when you were like, oh, now that's a crazy quote, not gonna lie. Like, isn't that because you understood what the fucking meant to run red lights? No, you need to make that a shirt. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Nah, legend. So here, look, you gotta just write those words. If you want that on a T-shirt, you gotta get rid of the words T-shirt and all that, and just put the quote out there, without any quotation marks. Though, just put straight red light runners allowed, and that shit'll go on a T-shirt. No way, you used your brain. Oh man. Oh shit. Come on, legend. We all waiting for you. Spit it out. Pause. I've been chewing so much gum. See, if I could cut back on the gum, then I'm gonna feel the difference because I spend just as much on gum as I spent on nicotine pouches. It's just there's no nicotine anymore. But I'm still going through the motions. Once I can stop with the damn gum, that's gonna be nice. No rain. That's going on a t-shirt. No raincoats while running red lights. That's bold. No, you ain't talking about it's staying, bruh. You ain't talking about it's staying, bruh. Hell yeah, that's the crazy part right there. Go big or go home. Legend. I think Legend ran out of clothes. I think Legend gained some weight, and his clothes don't fit him anymore. So he trying to get some free T-shirts to help start off his wardrobe. That's what it seems as crazy as that shit was. Wow, that is abnormally insane. Oh fuck. Actually, I don't even know if that's considered a pause because he was talking about, but he wasn't though. See, that's one of those pauses that have to be like analyzed, right? So, right, go big or go home. Pause. I'm gonna pause it when I say it. Go big or go home, right? Pause. He said that, but he said it while he was talking about something that was dirty in nature, but it wasn't. But that wasn't it. So, is it not a pause because he was talking about dirty shit, or is it a pause because even though he was talking about dirty shit, the size wasn't what he was talking about? It's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? If a tree falls in the forest and nobody's around to hear it, is the sound really there? You know, if Legend says some wild shit while he's talking about some sus shit, is it a pause? Dun dun dun. I guess the world will never know. Maybe not in our lifetime, but hopefully, if we keep pushing the issue and we keep asking the question and we keep, raising funds, then eventually some further advanced civilization could possibly produce the technology that it would take to get down to the bottom of that question, and all of society would be better for it. So let's just do all we can So this way, in the future, people can benefit. It makes a sound. It's crazy. I feel like Legend's been hacked because he pauses everything. It makes a sound. It's crazy. Oh shit! He's like, bro, what, dude? I think his account got hacked. To be honest with you, because he doesn't do that. He pauses too much. Yeah. Oh man. Pause. He's joking. He pauses everything. He don't need to, but he doesn't pause everything. No, he always does. That's what I'm saying. Today's the first day he hasn't. Um, that's why I'm like, I don't know. I think his account got hacked. That doesn't sound like him. Or maybe all the things that he paused that he didn't need to pause. Maybe he thinks he got all those pauses in the bank. Is that what it is, Leslie? You think you got all those pauses in the bank? Sure, it should have both the stop sign and the traffic sign, no sound in regard to the free phone. Shirts don't go like that. The shirts are just a straight screenshot of the sus comment. No context. None whatsoever. So the screenshots that I take, I crop them so the only thing visible is the sus comment and the person's username, and that's what goes on the t-shirt. And people that read it, pause. They can take it how they want to take it. Later on, Alyssa, stop sign chat me right now. It's gonna have a fucking box of Tampax on it. All right, but for real this time, peoples, I'm gonna kick myself out. I gotta eat something. Get ready for bed. Later, everybody. I'll see you in the morning. Tomorrow, I'm going a little late. I'm going in there like 8 o'clock, I think. Well, be there by 8. Later, peoples.